Chemistry, the science related to chemical substance, provide us the tools to make and study the substances that are the constituents of almost all medicines. The past 100 years or so, ever since the advent of organic chemistry, many chemical compounds have been discovered in nature that are effective for curing diseases. Modern chemistry has also made it possible to synthesize several medicines using methods of organic chemistry. But a drug can only do its intended job of treating a symptom or fighting a disease if it gets to the right place into the body to do its job. That's where chemistry plays such a big role, in tweaking molecules to interact appropriately with the body. A lot of the most important medical progress in recent history has come from the development of powerful antibiotics and vaccines to treat infectious diseases caused by bacteria, viruses, and parasites. But those breakthroughs have come with a cost. Microorganisms have learned how to fight back and with vengeance. As the name suggests, medicinal, also called pharmaceutical, chemistry is an area of research that focuses on designing and making drugs of all sorts. The first step in this process is identifying new molecules. They also have to decide what is the best option to introduce it to our body, as a capsule, tablet, aerosol, etc. Although chemicals have been used as tools of war for thousands of years, example poison arrows, boiling tar, arsenic smoke, modern chemicals warfare had its genesis on the battlefields of World War I. The means of delivery for chemical agents evolved over the first half of the 20th century, increasing these weapons' already frightening capacity to kill and maim through the development of chemical munitions in the form of artillery shells, mortar projectiles, aerial bombs, spray tank, and landmines. After witnessing the effects of such weapons in World War I, it appeared that few countries wanted to be the first to introduce even deadlier chemical weapons onto the World War II battlefields. Chemical weapons were deployed on a larger scale in almost all theaters in the First and Second World Wars, leaving behind a legacy of old and abandoned chemical weapons, which still presents a problem for many countries. Modern food production methods have opened major avenues of exposure to environmental carcinogens and endocrine disrupting compounds. Pesticides sprayed on crops, antibiotics used on poultry, genetically modified food, and hormones given to cattle expose consumers involuntarily to contaminants that become part of our bodies. Some of this exposure may increase breast cancer risk. Today, it's not just the food itself that have to watch, but the containers they're storing, which can lead to toxic chemicals such as BPA, styrene, and vinyl chloride. Not only do they sound unappetizing, they're actually bad for you. Global warming is the gradual increase of the Earth's atmosphere believed to be due to the greenhouse effect. Chemistry is a discipline that has a lot to do when talking about this, because when a global warming is mentioned, we always bring out that burning of fossil fuels are the main causes of this problem. The chemical sciences have much to contribute to our understanding of climate change, from explaining why it is that carbon dioxide and other gases cause the warming of our planet to analyzing ancient ice cores to find out how the concentration of these gases have changed over time. In the last 100 years, the world's global temperature increased by half degrees Celsius. What's the big deal? On a global scale, it's not easy to make the temperature rise or fall. It's not the same as a country or a smaller geo experiencing changes in temperatures. The Little Ice Age between 1350 and 1850 was brought up by a 2 degrees drop in temperature. Degrees are a big thing when we're talking about the whole planet. This environmental problem is produced basically because the ozone cap thickens more in the consequence of the contamination of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases. According to environmentalist Eric Quiroga, in countries like the USA, Canada, Mexico, and some countries of Europe, we could feel the cold Arctic effect, which consists in winter with extreme storms after cycles of sustained warmth with consequences in the Caribbean and some zones of Central America. The environmental expert explained that Mexico will be one of the most affected countries by the phenomenon. In Mexico may produce rains, and as the winter advances, rain can become snowfalls. He said, this decreasing of temperature is strictly related to the global warming. So to solve the polar melting problem, first we should solve the global warming issue, and we could do this in many ways. Point number 1. Usually, the fossil fuels is burned so we can generate energy, and this releases too much carbon dioxide to the atmosphere. Participate in global blackouts will help to save energy. Point number 2. You can save energy using the new biocombustible technologies, renewable energy. Point number 3. The use of hybrid cars that can work without burning so much fuel and release a lower quantity of gases. And point number 4, the use of public transportation.